Okay. As you move to these levels that you call to, this is live. As you move to these levels that you call to and you step into them, what
Yeah,
you
the
gonna
best
find out?
dinner table out there, you know?
Yeah.
You didn't
So
have to make a reservation.
yeah, and I'm live, and you got recorded.
Oh, nice, nice.
It's one of my neighbors. So um, what I was saying. So when you transition to one level to the other, it's not as gigantic as you. It's the electronic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they put electronic gates here now, so people that don't live here can't come in here and hang out. And so now you want to get out, you have to have your phone and tap the thing and blah blah blah. This is fun. Anyway, when you transition from one level to another, here's what you're gonna find. It's not as complicated as they make it sound. Truthfully speaking, when you're moving from one level to the next, sometimes you don't even like notice it. Sometimes you get where you're going and you stop and you look back and you go, oh wow, so I'm here. Everybody makes it look like Devon said yes. Everybody makes it look like you got to go through this drastic thing where you just broke, and then one day, the fairy godmother comes in, excuse my hand, the fairy godmother comes, and then one day the fairy godmother just comes in and your life is just perfect. It doesn't work like that. It never does. You go from one level to the next level. The problem is we get stuck or we get hurt or we get trouble. And what is the sun moving on us? See, that's how it is. The sun's like, this is my place. I was here before you. But when you move from one level to the next, here's to a level, when the level goes into you, you become something different. You become something more powerful within yourself. I don't like what the sun is trying to do right here. The sun is being the sun is being mad. Excuse me. Sun is being mad disrespectful right now. I was over here minding my business, and here your behind come. Go back where you came from. Anyway, so, so, huh? So, the sun just decided, like, I'm just gonna come up here and just get right all in your face. Look at it. Anyway, Salima, remember we used to do the Diamond Brown show? I used to walk around the camera and talk. That's what I'm doing today. I'm doing like the Diamond Brown show. Let me see what's over here. There's chairs. Let's try sitting in the chair. Oh, it's a little quiet over here too. Look at that. I ain't playing with you, son. Ah. So the next introduces itself to you. It introduces itself to you as a friend, sometimes as a surprise. What's that say? It's the fussing at the sun for me. I love my baby girl. It's the next level introduce itself like this, people. Watch this. You're doing what you do the way you do it and walking through your path the way you walk through your path. You thinking this is going to be the thing or that's going to be the thing or the thing you focusing on is the thing. But how that's going to manifest, you don't really know. And then just when you think you got it figured out, pow, something jumps off. So I give you a case in point. So we posting all these different videos saying one of them going to jump off, one of them going to jump off. And we already knew, looking at the algorithm and stuff, that our focus wanted to be YouTube and TikTok. We know those are the ones that pay and those are the ones you make money. That's what we prayed, that's what we confessed, and that's the direction we headed. Well, here's what happened. We're posting a bunch of different videos. We're watching, we're paying attention. And then all of a sudden, a video that we posted, I guess about a month earlier, just starts to go off on TikTok, the 50 Cent video. We said we just wanted to try to get to, we didn't say we just, but our goal was, and it was a big goal for us, man, we could get 1,000 followers. And you remember it was a week ago, it started just, that day it just started going. We're like at close to 2,000 followers right now. I'm sure it's 2,000 right now. And okay, we're gonna go live. We got the book coming out. And I'm saying once the book drops, the book goes crazy. I get automatically moved into a new level. All of a sudden, I'm in a different place again. So people look at me and say, wow, you make moves, you do things. And I'm like, Just stay the course. Just keep going down at the road that you're on. Don't give up on yourself. Everybody, everybody says this, and it sounds so corny because you hear people say it all the time. But the God's honest truth, saints, people, friends, brothers, sisters, you don't know how close you are to the victory. And you could be giving up just before the boat docks. Don't give up, and don't talk to people to get them to switch your dimension and your flow. I had no idea I was going to wind up here. I had no idea I was going to wind up in Florida, and Miami, living in a place like this. I wanted it. I dreamt about it, but I just didn't have any idea how it was going to happen. But keeping the faith out there and keeping the word out there and keeping my focus and my aim, just pursuing my goals. Not pursuing Florida, not pursuing Miami, not pursuing any of that. You hear what I'm saying? Just pursuing the vision that was in front of me. And the dreams attach themselves to the vision. I'm gonna say something I've never said before. You see the sun? You see what it just did? You see what I'm saying? I know I'm fussing at it, but you see this? You see this? You see the sun? You see that? It's following me around everywhere I go. I guess it's God trying to talk to me and say hi to me. Hey, keep going. Move over there now. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. You see that? Yeah, I'm fussing at the sun again. Look at it. I moved all out of its way. And what did it do? It went on around. Look where I am. I'm in solitude. Like I'm in a quiet place where you're not supposed to even mess with me. And what did it do? Let me see if I can show you. It just moved right over there, poked out. Like, well, you can't hide from me. I'm the sun. Sun is just like having this day. Like I want to be on YouTube. All right, well, anyway, here we are. So I didn't know that visions that, okay, again, I never said this before. This might be one of my quotes. I know I keep putting my hand in the camera. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this before, I'm gonna say this, and I may have never said this before. Visions, listen, it moved away. Visions attach themselves, or dreams attach themselves to the vision when you pursue it. I'm gonna say it again. I'm explaining it exactly the way I'm understanding it and I'm seeing it. Dreams attach themselves to the visions. See, I say dreams are for sleepy people, or dreams are for people when you sleep. And you come, and they come to you, and they come to you in the area, and you wake up and you're excited, and everybody tells you, or you see it, and you see how far it can go, and you get real excited about it. But I have this conversation all the time. I speak to people, and they still don't get it. Dreams are just motivation for you to pursue. And once you pursue, then with the pursuit of it and the construction of it, it becomes a vision. Now, once it becomes a vision, now it has life, it has legs, it has a voice. What do you mean it has a voice? It says the vision is for an appointed time, but though it tarry, though it takes a while, wait on it, for in the end it will speak and not lie. So the vision has a voice and it speaks, and it defines who it is and what it is and where it's going. That's what the vision does. All right, the vision, not division. That's what the vision does. Now, once the vision begins to get into motion, what I'm realizing is the dreams that you had attach themselves to the vision, and the vision and the dreams, I don't want to say become one, but they anchor themselves to your vision. So I give you a case in point. I remember saying this to somebody recently. When I was a little kid, I always said, I want to live in Florida. Why? I never been there. I was in the Bronx. I was in the hood. I didn't know nothing about Florida. I saw the Tropicana commercials, and I saw the sunshine and the palm trees, and they were picking oranges and all of this, and I was like, I want to be there. And all my life, I knew there was something inside of me that was a country boy, even though I had never been to the country. See, here you go. Me and this son gonna have to have a conversation, right? So I said, okay, forgot about it, left my mind, never thought about it again, gone. I remember at one point in my life, when I was a very young man, probably around my 20s, somebody took me up to Poconos for a timeshare thing. And a timeshare presentation, and you got to stay there for a week. And I was like, man, I want to live here. This is nice. So something about that kind of country thing always kind of stuck with me. And I remember the people said to me, "Oh no, they don't have house. You can't come and live here." The guy was lying. These houses all belong to the people that are native residents and all of that. But you know, you can only come up for timeshares. He was lying at the time, but I didn't know any better. And then, as I continue to pursue my dream of being whatever successful is to you and accomplishing the goals in life that I had before me, I turn around one day and I'm living in the Poconos. Wow. But the dream of Florida came way before the Poconos dream. And it sat with me, and I knew that I wanted to be somewhere. So then at some point in my life, I went to LA, Hollywood, to visit. And I saw the sunshine, I saw the palm trees. Yo, I just got totally drenched by this chair. Drenched. Like I wet myself. This is crazy. Everything is happening right now. There was water, I guess, back here, and it just all ran or soaked through as I'm sitting on it. And your boy's whole behind parts is drenched right now. Yeah, laugh if you want. I know my daughter's having a fit laughing at me right now. My whole booty boot is wet right now. All right, so listen, a brother trying to catch a break and give you some insights. and life keep lifing, as they say. So I'm gonna sit on this chair now, and hopefully the beach chair. Oh my goodness. We live. We live for show. My whole butt is wet right now. TMI? Well, anyway. So I remember where I was. So I'm pursuing my dream still, and incidents happen. And I'm talking about good incidents, right? Incidents where there could be, look like bad incidences. I mean, I went to an incident that was a kind of a bad incident. You know, if you want to look at it, it was a divorce. And it was, for me, it was shameful, it was bad. But you always pick up and keep going. You know it, baby, that's what I do. That's what we do. That's why you win. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the point I'm trying to make tonight. You know, you get knocked down. I went through it, felt a lot of pain, felt a lot of separation, and then just kept going. And the key is you have to keep going. I posted the video on it, and we talked about it last week. Busta Rhymes said, and so to the young lady talking to Kiki, you gotta be delusional. You gotta be, just like relentless to the point that, and we did, that was one of our words, one of our power words. You have to keep going no matter what life is throwing at you. And what I realize is everything, it passes. You know, a slap in the face is offensive, it's hurtful, it might make you want to hurt somebody, but the sting of that passes and you move on with life. People say things that hurt, and you do one or two things. You keep it up, living that dream, that bad experience over and over and over again. I was treated like this, I was misused, people abused me. I remember I went to a season that no matter how much I do, people don't appreciate me. And one day I was like, dude, appreciate yourself. Don't wait for people to appreciate you. Appreciate yourself. Do what it is you need to do to make your life better, and let people be people, right? Don't let people pull you into their world. I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but this is all part of the story. This is how you win. This is how you wind up here where I am today. And this is just a stop. This is not my home. I've already said I'll probably be here a year, maybe two. In my mind, I'm already moving on to the next level, because for me, it's always about what's next. And so you going forward, you're pursuing your dreams, you're getting what look like setbacks, you're having some... I did. Now I need to know if it's working. I already did. I'm back. Now let me know if you hear me. Who say hey? I saw you over there. Yeah, when I was over there. I can hear you. Okay, let's see if our followers come back. Okay, so we're back on. Yeah, I just hit resume. You can't get in at all? You can't get in? Okay, no. Nelly, there's a button right there on the side. Go push it. All right, so we're back. Let's see who's back with me. Get in the chat. Let me know when you're back. To the left, to the left. Everything, every button in the side to the left. Push it. Hold the button and push it. Pull it, Lindsay. Move, let the guy do it. Okay. Okay, so we back. I think we back. Wow. So I kind of lost my flow there with everything shutting off. I was saying a lot of good stuff too. But I know what my initial point was, and I'm gonna bring that point home. And the point is, as you push forward and you go into the dream, as you leveling up, a lot of times you don't even realize you're leveling up. You just find yourself moving into a place and you turn around one day and you're there. And the sad part about it, I've seen this with a lot of people, is they're so interested in being something that they don't realize that they become that something. Ooh, that's another quote. They get so caught up in wanting somebody else to acknowledge them, to tell them that they're that they don't realize that they've arrived. So sometimes they'll skip right over the success that they had, trying to pursue this evasive, shiny thing that never really ever materializes. Because here's the bottom line. Insecurity, the only remedy to that is to get cured from it. Nothing that you achieve or accomplish in life ever makes insecurity go away. Nothing. There's no height to the mountain. There's no depth, there's no width, there's no length you can run that makes you feel accomplished if insecurity owns you or is a part of who you are. If you're a person that doesn't self-identify, but you identify and everybody else acknowledging or accepting you, there's no place of victory. There's no place that you come to that is sufficient. There's no place that you come to that makes you happy. There's no place that comes to you that makes you feel fulfilled. Because I'm coming to the realization, and I've come to the realization, that the happiness that I feel and who I am is from the inside out. And everything around me aligns with that. So when I felt unappreciated, when I felt unrespected, when I felt unloved, what was drawn to me was that emotion, that feeling, and that whole sense of not being worthy stayed with me. Nothing was different. There was money in my pocket, there was money in my bank account, but my sense of worth was gone, and so it didn't make a difference what I accomplished. Then I came to this place in my life where I kind of separated myself from people for a season, and I came to a place of self, and I came to a place of acknowledging and enjoying my life and myself for who I am and what I am. And all of a sudden, people were drawn to me, and even some of the old people were drawn to me, but they were drawn to me from the perspective of, I like yourself. I like who you are, and I want to be around it. This is a side journey, but I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Jerry Maguire. But he was always talking about, I ain't getting my deal, nobody giving me the shot, ain't nobody looking out for me, I'm better than this person, and nobody wanted to deal with him, and nobody would give him the deal. And then when he finally got past that place to acknowledging who he is and becoming okay, all of a sudden, all that stuff started to come to him. Because, truthfully speaking, This is a different saying. I never said it before, but recognition don't want to recognize somebody that don't recognize themselves. This is powerful. Yeah, put that in my notes. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Greatness wants to be attracted to the person who senses greatness in himself. And a person that doesn't have value in himself, you can't bring value to you. And I'm coming to that. So no thing, there's no accomplishment, there's no place you can go that's gonna make you feel powerful if you don't feel powerful in yourself. And that's just as real as it gets. I had to really come to the place that whatever the goal was I was trying to seek on the outside had to be found inside of me. And once I found that peace in me, and once I found that, people say, wow, you really just trust God. Well, that's part of the contentment, that I'm good. I'm good where I am. I'm good with who I am. And because, you know, I posted the video where this young lady is asking this guy a question, and it's really powerful. You can look it up on the page. And she says, God is perfect. Yes, God is flawless. Is anything wrong with God? No. You're made in the image and likeness of God. Is anything wrong with you? And he went, no. And the way he said no was the reality of his truth. He didn't believe that. It bore witness, it made sense to him, but he didn't acknowledge that as a truth, that there is nothing wrong with God, so there's nothing wrong with me. But the teaching and the training has taught us, unless you accomplish, you think about it, from the moment you drop from school, on this earth, and you go to school, and everything's a merit system, and you gotta be this in order to be that, and you're not the good student unless you get this. And so all of a sudden, things begin to erode self-esteem almost right out of the crib, literally. And so here's my points. I remember somebody came to me, and their daughter didn't speak, or son, whatever, didn't speak fast. And other kids were talking and getting all into things. And this kid just was not going along. And then people starting to diagnose, it might be this, it might be this. And I said to her, be encouraged, because one day this kid's gonna be talking so much, you're gonna wish he shut up. And sure enough, that happened. But the expectation had to be fed to her, because I realized right away that if they were speaking this negativity and she started to buy into that negativity, all she was going to be looking for is what was the child didn't have, instead of acknowledging how far the child was coming. That's powerful. You're the child of God, and God wants to surround you with, look around me, look around, just look around. There's beautiful things. I lived my whole life and never thought it was beautiful or life was beautiful. And I do now, and I see the beauty in things. And because I do, the beauty finds me. It finds me everywhere I go. Everything I do, I find beauty in it, because God has blessed me that way. I see the blessings of God in my life. And so I'm saying to you, not trying to get super religious on you, but I am what I am. But I'm saying to you, you arrive at your destinations just by continuing to go forward. But you have to stop at points and acknowledge and take in that you have achieved and are getting closer to each phase and step of your destiny. So my question I asked before we got cut off is, what is success to you? What do you call success? And like I said, I ask a lot of people, and most of them cannot answer that question, because they think it's a place, and it's not a place. It's an ongoing journey. Success is an ongoing journey that continues to manifest itself in accomplishment, number one, and then accomplishment number two, and each phase and each step brings forth its own accomplishment. But there is no place called finished when it comes to success. It becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a living, breathing, moving organism that never stops growing. You are going to find your way to success consistently. It's either in you or it's not. And if it's not, nothing that you do will ever be successful, because it has to be birthed in you and come out of you. My pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. I hope you got something you can use and look at. Don't give up the journey, but don't miss the successes on the way to success. You ready? Let's grow.